Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Huskers will put total leather to crank us up. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you will have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle, it's Mills. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. A safe call on the wide receiver screen.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He wants it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Vols will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Using his legs at sides.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their...
He's going to fire deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Quick step and go. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there. Boom.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. catch in the middle. It's Matthews. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He wants to throw it again. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The tag. Touchdown, Nebraska. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Line getting set on second down. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Spits it out to the back. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Wide open downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. And he rolls to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here is the Tennessee offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, the ground game. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got a man, it's Smothers. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that could hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Runs for the tackle. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Cornhuskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to the ground game on the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's the handoff. Looking for more room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Raiola. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to...
How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punted away on 4th down. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Mills.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Ives. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll try it over the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
To throw, it's Raiola. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Quarterback on the keeper. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
With the catch, it's Matthews. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bought a little time, lets it go. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the Vols come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on second and goal. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the third down.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the beatdown has ensued. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Snagged in the middle, it's Staley. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Vols getting set on first and 10. The offense changing the play. Gets the back moving. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, he's gonna try to hit him deep. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown ball.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Raiola. The screen, he's got wheels. Looking for room at the 40. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the route is on.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Nebraska, 38, Tennessee, 15.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Find space on the right. Oh, it's a running room. He's at, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteer.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Motion from the back. He'll set up to throw. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Keeps the play going. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back in this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
Nebraska, 38, Tennessee, 21.
The Huskers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Looking for the 2-point try. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Nebraska, 38.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Number 9, set to kick this one away.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Taking it the other way. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job on the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first first down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense.
Touchdown, Husker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Nebraska! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice, offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. That's caught. It's Matthews. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. It's complete. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It'll be third and long.
Check, check. Red 70, black saw. Get ready.
He wants to change this route.
Social.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Ives. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Under fire. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day in this offense.
Oh, the fake. The up man looking for room. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They'll be getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Unleashes one deep. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong.
Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.